So you want to learn how to get more engagement and followers on your Instagram profile? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a few Instagram makeover profile tips that's going to have people smashing that link in your bio. So you definitely want to stick around all the way to the end of this video so you don't miss a thing. All right, guys. So my name is Zipporah Banier. I'm a social media marketing strategist and coach, and I also show entrepreneurs how to create a profitable business utilizing their social media profile. So you definitely want to stick around. I'm going to be sharing my screen, and we're actually going to be going over a free Instagram profile makeover guide. I'm going to be offering that free for you guys, so be sure to check that link out up above, and I'll also have it down in the description as well. So let me go ahead and share my screen for you guys, and let's get into it. All right, guys, so this is the guide. This is what you'll actually receive once you click on the link and enter your information. This will be emailed out to you absolutely free. All right, so this is an 11-page module, but 11-page guide. But let me tell you something, it is loaded and jam-packed with very, very relevant information. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. And we're going to be kind of going and skimming through this. So if you want more details, just be sure to go ahead and get the guide. All right, so first and foremost, you want to make sure that you have an actual Instagram business account. Okay, so I do see this done wrong often. A lot of times people are utilizing a personal profile and they're trying to, work it as a business profile. Okay, so some of the benefits you're going to get from having an Instagram business account is you're going to be able to track your analytics and gain insights about your audience. This is very important if you're ever wanting to convert this engagement and turn this into leads. You're going to want to know where your audience is coming from, what they're responding to, what they're receptive to. Okay, so it's important to know that there's 4 types of profiles. Okay, you've got a branded profile, a personal branded profile, a fan page, and a personal account. Okay, your personal account should just be for your friends and family, high school people, things like that. So if you want to check your analytics and gain insights, you can pick any of these other ones that is relevant to your niche, and you will be able to have access to that. Okay, so moving on, let's talk about the username. Okay, we're talking about how you can actually, just make over your Instagram profile so that you are refreshing this on a regular basis, so that you're capturing a new audience, you're constantly keeping your audience engaged, and you're giving them a clear call to action. That's what we're talking about. Okay, we want to get people engaging, and we want to eventually get them following you, and always knowing that, hey, you're going to have something new and something fresh and exciting for them. Okay, so usernames, you want to also change this out periodically. Okay, and so we're going to go over some things that you should be asking yourself. Is your username relevant, and does it reflect your business or brand? And is your username easy to remember? Okay, so this is also a pro tip that I put in here that's very important. This may or may not be your scenario, but a lot of times I see that people will have their actual username in where their name should be. Okay, so you want to have your username, and then you also have a place for your name. Those are 2 separate. If you put your username in, if it's not something that clearly identifies you or your brand, it may be hard for some of your other followers to find you. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're putting a relevant username in and not inside of the actual name portion. All right, so let me go ahead and just show you guys what I'm talking about briefly here. I'm going to stop that share, and I'm going to go ahead and go over here to my Instagram profile. Okay, so as you can see, I've got Success with Zipporah here, but in my name slot, I've got Zipporah Social Media Expert. Okay, now we're going to get into the username a little bit more, but I have a really long name, so I had to be creative because I wanted to make sure that I got a keyword in there and also got my name in there that correlates with this. Okay, but I just wanted to show you guys that briefly. Let me go ahead and switch back over. And now we're going to go into a couple of do's and don'ts about your username. Okay, a couple of do's: you want to make sure it's unique as possible. You want to set yourself apart. Obvious, there's thousands, millions of people on Instagram. You want to make sure that you're standing out to your audience. Okay, you want to pick something easy to remember. You don't want to pick something that's complicated. People are on social media, they've got 5 to 10 seconds that they're stopping. They don't want to sit there and read a blog on social media. So you want to be relevant, you want it unique, you also want it quick, simple, and easy to remember, and make it short as possible, not too long. Remember, we don't want to complicate it. Okay, here's a couple of don'ts when you're picking your perfect username. Don't use underscores, okay? It's just harder to find that symbol on the keyboard. Remember, most people are on their iPhones, on their Androids, and they don't want to be complicated, trying to put your name in there, okay? So no underscores. Stay away from underscores if you can. Definitely do not copy someone else's username. I think that goes without saying. Don't use generic handles or random numbers at the end or the front of your username, and don't use repeating numbers, letters, or symbols, okay? And obviously, don't choose offensive words as your username or your title. And don't use trend words because trends change fast. Now, me personally, I'm on the fence about that. I think that because we are changing and making over our Instagram profile frequently, it is okay to change that out sometimes and put some of the trend hashtags or maybe some of the trend words in there to help you get noticed and picked up by the Instagram algorithm. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our profile picture. This is pretty same across the board with all social media profiles. You want to switch this up from time to time as well. You always want to have something that's a smiling or an inviting photo to make your audience actually want to connect with you, okay? So humans are hardwired to recognize faces. So if you have other types of things inside of your profile picture, it's going to be easy to forget you, okay? So you want to make sure that you're unforgettable and you have your distinct, presence and your whatever it is you want to portray, but you want to have your face in there, smiling and inviting, okay? And if you have a business or a brand, you can also use your logo as well. And of course, if you don't have a logo, then go ahead and use your face. Don't just use like something else in its place because remember, we're making our profile over. So if you have done this in the past, we're changing this and we're going to get the results of more engagement and more followers to your Instagram profile, okay? So try to stay away from photos of other objects, pets, and other people in the picture. And then make sure your background is as clear and uncluttered as possible. And you don't have to go all out and get a photographer. You can utilize your nifty iPhone or your Android and make a photo shoot out of it. Go ahead and get a cute outfit on, play around with your angles and have some fun with it and find you a couple of shots that you can actually use later on for some more content that you're going to be creating. Okay, and then I have a link here as a resource inside of this free guide that you can click on your own time. And then, of course, here, this is information about how to actually change your profile picture. I can just briefly show you guys how you're going to get access to all of this stuff. Okay, so when you're ready, I'm on a desktop. You can do this obviously on a mobile as well. I actually do more of my Instagram editing on a mobile because it's just faster because you only have, this short amount of space here. But anyway, you're just going to click on edit profile, and this is where you get to everything. You can change your profile picture here. You can change the username. You can change your website out, enter your bio, and I'm not going to scroll down there because that's my personal info. So let me move this out of the way. All right, so that is what I wanted to show you guys. Let me go ahead and get back over here to our book. When you're ready for that, you do have that instructions in here. And now let's go into what, as far as I'm concerned, is the most important part of this, bio, this profile here, which is your bio. Okay, so your bio is the most influential part of the Instagram profile. Okay, this is your one shot. This is where you get to shoot your shot. This is your 10 to 15 second promo or commercial about why people should follow you, why they should do what it is that you tell them to do and click the link. Okay, so we're going to talk about this and we're going to talk about how to optimize that so that you can be getting picked up by the algorithm and also speaking very clearly and communicating who you are, what your brand and your business is when a person lands on your profile. Okay, so that just remember that you only got 150 characters or less to be able to sum all this information up. So you want to be creative and you want to actually utilize strategies. So that's what we're talking about here in this Instagram profile makeover guide. We're talking about different strategies to help you get more engagement and more followers. Okay, so you only get one profile link. This is also very important to understand as well. One shot. Okay, Instagram wants you to really sell yourself without selling yourself, in a short, amount of space, utilizing one link. Okay, but it's not impossible. Okay, it's also important to know that business profiles with over 10,000 followers can actually have the swipe up links feature, and this is absolutely phenomenal for those guys. But most of us don't have 10,000 followers yet, and that's okay because you can still be utilizing and creating a profitable business utilizing your Instagram profile. And that's what we're talking about. Okay, so this is how you're going to just think about your bio as your main advertisement, and you want to make sure that it's very relevant and it has all of the information that you want to portray to your audience, and a clear call to action. Very, very important. You're clear to call to action. Your call to action is going to be after you've described yourself, your business. Now you're offering something of value. You're giving something away, an incentive for the person to go ahead and click that link that's inside of the bio, the one link. Okay. So let's just go over here briefly. Actually, we're going to go ahead and talk about this, and then I'll go back to my page. Okay. So in your call to action, you'll want to offer something of value that gets your audience to click. You're offering something of value in exchange for contact information, a review, whatever it is that you're offering. Okay. So if you need some ideas, here's some ideas here. You can offer a contest or a giveaway, a targeted blog post, freebie, targeted video, or targeted landing page. Okay. These are all going to be ways that you can have people say, hey, I want to check this out. Let me go ahead and click on this link now that I know what this business or this person is about. Okay. So I have an explanation here. If you get the guide, you'll be able to check that out. Also important to know to keep your URL simple and short. Remember, we're not complicating it. We've got a 10 to 15 second, commercial and pitch to put out there. So we want to keep it short, easy to remember, and we're going to stack it. And I'm going to show you guys some examples of this shortly. Something else that's also a great tip is you can use a URL shortener like Bitly. Bitly is going to help you to be able to shorten that. If you do have a long link, you can shorten it to a bit.ly/ and shorten that out. And you can also track your analytics in there as well to be able to know how many times that link was clicked on and where those people were coming from. So that's a nifty little tool to have. And then also with your URLs, you want to frequently switch those out. Okay, with our Instagram profile makeover, we're doing this frequently. There's not really a standard set time as to when you can do this. You can do this once a week. You can do this twice a month. You can do it once a month. You can do it as trends change. I would say pay attention to what's going on in your analytics. Pay attention to what's happening with your audience. If you have a really fired up, engaged audience and they're participating, they're commenting and things like that, keep doing what you're doing. If it's getting a little dry, then you may want to switch some things up on your Instagram profile. Okay, so let me go ahead and let's see. Yes, I said switch it up also helps you to continue to keep your audience engaged as well. So let me go ahead and stop this chart. Okay, so you can see with my bio here, we've already talked about the username. We talked about the actual name here. We talked about the fact that I added in social media expert because I want a person to see right away what it is that I do. And who I am, entrepreneur here, social media marketing coach. Okay, so there's no question about what kind of coach I am. Digital marketing services, because I'm offering expanded and I have offered digital marketing services. Now I say grow a profitable business online. So you pretty much know here that I'm a marketing coach. I'm talking about digital marketing services. We're talking about growing a profitable business online. So I know that I'm talking to entrepreneurs, business owners who are looking for social media marketing strategies, coach, digital marketing services. And then of course, I've got some incentive here, new course available. Click the link below. I just launched that with the last couple of days. Okay. Now this link here is one that is a third-party link being used that allows me to have multiple links in one location. Okay. So let me go back over here and before we jump into that so we can carry on. Stop that. Okay. So we already talked about this and we're moving on. And we just talked about the link that allows you to house multiple links in one location because Instagram, we just found out, allows you only one link in your bio. Okay. So there's things such as Linktree, link bio, link in profile, and lead pages. You can be sure to check that out on your own time. Mine was actually Milkshake. So I like Milkshake because of some of the features. Milkshake, I believe, for free, and then I went ahead and upgraded. But here, like I told the people, new course available. Click the link in the bio. Notice how I also used emojis inside of here. You can use emojis because that does get picked up by the algorithm, and it kind of tells a story when the person is reading. Okay, so you can put things in here that makes sense to them. And then you can also use line breaks here that can save you some of your character space so that you can get, as much information in this 150 characters. But anyway, once the person clicks on this, it's going to take them over to my Milkshake page, which has all of my links here. And my very first link is the social media lead blaster course. Okay. But I also have my social media marketing strategies group. I've got the digital marketing services that they can click on, one-on-one coaching, free strategy session. They can get a free internet marketing secrets ebook. As you can see, there's things of value in here that people can click on. But most importantly, the very first thing thing is what I told them about, which is the new course that's available. And then Milkshake does allow me to have a little bio page, so a person can really get all the information they need. They can check out my YouTube over here. So this is very valuable, and I like the way that Milkshake looks, and I can also change this out very frequently as well. I'll jump back over here. We've already talked about this, and now we're kind of closing up on the bio. A good bio should have some or all of the following. You want to know what the account's about, a clear call to action, one or two targeted keywords about who you are, whether, digital marketing services, home buying expert, home seller, expert, whatever it is that your niche is, master barber. Just be very clear and make sure you get some targeted keywords in there, at least one or two, so that the algorithm is showing your content, your profile in front of people who are looking for those types of services and products. One or two branded hashtags, if you can fit them in there. If you're selling products, talk about their benefits, not necessarily buy this, click the link, talk about what it is that your product does. If you have a service, same thing. What problem do you solve? How do you create solutions for people, and who do you serve? So you want to talk about those types of things. What skills do you have? And then also your contact information, if you can fit it in there. So hopefully you guys got some value out of this. There's just a few simple changes that you can make that'll completely change the direction of your profile. Most importantly, it's going to be working with the Instagram algorithm. So it's going to pick up your profile. And like I said, it's going to place you in front of more people. So this definitely is going to be a game changer for you. Once you connect that with your content and you connect that to your engagement, you will be able to create some sales and some leads out of that if done correctly. So once again, guys, if you are interested and this free guide to go look over on your own time, be sure to check out the link that is up above and will also be down in the description. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to go ahead and put that down in the comment section. And that is it, guys. Until the next video. Peace.